CustomTacticals.com here, and today I'm reviewing a knife that doesn't really fit on the screen of my video here. It's kind of too big. I don't usually review knives this big. And it's a tabletop review, so obviously it's a little tougher. This is the Kabar 5701 Zombie Killer. I think it just fits. There, I put it down so you can see it there. It's a beast of a knife. It's a 9 3/4 inch blade and a very large handle with neon zombie killing green handles. The knife is made in Taiwan. Sheath is made in China. Also, a little bonus, I didn't even know this knife comes with another knife made in China. A little guy here. This knife is made in China. Not sure what kind of steel this one is. So, but that basically goes in a little nib here. There's a little plastic insert there, so you can slide this guy in there. Fits a little good, and then you got a little snap in there if you want to put that in. And the large knife goes in the top here. It's got double retention here. Not sure why there's Velcro on this one, but there is. Zombie Killer logo. Molly webbing here so you can attach it to your pack or sheath. And it also has a nice big logo area here where you can stick on a patch of some sort too. Also comes with some neon green paracord or shoelace cord or whatever this is. I think to use as a lanyard if you want to tie it to the back here. The knife also has black scales and additional screws if you want to get rid of the green and go with a more traditional looking black handle here, so you don't have to be quite as obvious when you're carrying it around, which is kind of nice. That way it becomes less of a zombie killer and more of a just sort of a user knife. It's got a blade that reminds me a little bit of like a kukri, with a little less, of course, bend and a little less weight in the front, but it's got that long recurve with sort of a slightly bigger tip there. This guy I think cost me about $56 or something like that. So pretty good value I think for this size of knife, especially from Kabar there. So the steel used in this Kabar here is I think it's called they call it SK5, but it's really just 1080 carbon steel, which is what Kabar uses in a lot of knives, and I believe Cold Steel actually uses it too. So they've it is a carbon steel, so they've coated the whole blade black, so you don't have to worry as much about oxidation, except on the primary bevel there. Also, I think the actual model name of this knife, aside from the 5701 there, is called the Warsword. It's not quite big enough to be called a sword in my opinion, but if they want to call it a Warsword, they can call it a Warsword. One thing I found a little awkward with this one is maybe it's because of the way I'm normally using knives. I'm choking up a little bit more on it, but because this is more kind of a chopper, you might want to hang back. The finger choil here is ginormous. When I push my thumb against the thumb ramp, I almost want to put my index finger inside that front choil because it's so large, I guess. But one would either carry it like this or something, because I think the handle's designed for hands slightly larger than mine, unless it's designed to have two fingers in the front choil there, which is a little snug for me, and my hands aren't that big, so I would think that it's probably designed to be held more like this. Good for hacking off the heads of zombies and zombie limbs and other such things. If you've read the Zombie Survival Guide from Max Brooks, you'll understand the importance of having a knife like this in the case of a zombie attack, right? So, generally speaking, very, very well made knife. Especially in this $60, $55 price range. I think this Warsword is the same price as all the other zombie killer knives that Kabar's put out, which are significantly smaller, but possibly a little bit wider there. I bought this one just because the shape and size just intrigued me, and I wanted to have something large, like a large camp knife, or sort of like a mini machete, if you will. And this kind of fits the bill. I haven't taken it out and chopped anything up with it, so don't know how good of a chopper it is. It is sort of a different shape than I've been used to. That deep recurve there is going to limit the use for cooking and things like that. You're probably better with a flat edge if you're going to be chopping anything up on a chopping board. So more of a hacking stuff and cutting through the bush kind of a knife. So overall, I think it's a great knife. It's not going to be your general utility knife. It might be a clearing the brush knife, gardening knife, zombie hacking knife, but I mean it is as advertised. It's a zombie war sword. So hope you guys enjoy the review. Have a good one.